Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the division.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets.
Coach, this is a special edition of...
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup. 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And once again, the Dolphin defense is firm as they'll him behind scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That's complete to Meredith. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end of down and distance count.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets. And he's
opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Mayfield now, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson, very talented.
What a man to set your offensive line with. Greg Robinson can do it all. Tremendous athleticism, great strength, just coming into his own.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got this one to come back.
Now left side on this. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Jackson hooking up here with Trent Taylor. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know as coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game, but this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. They go play action with Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Jamal Sheard on the stop. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jamal Sheard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that. Nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
So does wear a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Early shot here.
I want them together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, that's good down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Dog line ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AF-ship round. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second, McCaffrey. Oh, he sheds himself free. Field across the 45.
Because straight peripheral also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing deep for Galladay. Lined up incomplete. Got to give his man under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They face 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Jackson. And it's caught by Parker.
Come on, fellas.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Fights free at the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check.
Jackson. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jannard Avery in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get the low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They exercise leverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now it's to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Mayfield now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to you've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the wall.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
On the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. I know they're on their own field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, and no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep. Offense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is taken near the 13. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The play fake. Here's Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Check, 59.
Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson just would not be denied. That's a loss. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson now, and this one's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Ryan Quigley now. It's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
20 yards that time. Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 39, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's gotten a jump over the middle, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. To throw, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. Let's take a look back to yesterday's action.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think, well, guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Jackson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a flag. I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Second down is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass outside before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to 15. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on the sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will put them on top here in the third. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? You just throw them down.
Wow, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you filed successful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and...
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one will put up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now Mayfield. That's complete to Meredith. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now here's a pass on first away and incomplete. On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to get the here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finally gets another first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's Yannick Ngakoue's sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it.
It's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And touchdown, Miami. These guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Had a tough run. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about the action there?
The top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham. It's out of the afternoon as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
The other rabbit.
And a will tips back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they
Get on 2 yards deep. And he'll near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, you don't get what you did before because that worked, because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That will miss. They pick up the first there.
Frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Field get a first and 10 at their own 20. Near midfield here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
From the shot line, tackled there. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Second down. 10 will go from the 40. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath. So first and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield with it once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical there, and it's...
Battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. Ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punt wet pants for his leg to keep it warm. He might be from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Short of the 5 before. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So an upcoming from Brown territory now at the 45-yard line. Now Jackson. And that is caught on out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again with the middle complete. It's Grant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Joe again, Renfro. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled. And he's 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all 5. Big yard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Howard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the pickup of about 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the taking the lead here in the 4th. The field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone?
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an off.
He's got him. And touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Saints best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Elliott on for the extra point. One play, touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this take points when you can get them, not easily done.
Second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation...
No, I'm with you there, but I'm happy to have that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. 7 yards up there, even with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. As big of a play as we've had in this one. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Merritt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And that one got 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they stand 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about 1. And a timeout, 1 on 3rd, Nick Chubb. And boy, he is very close. 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And high fives from 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal, they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So down on the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give a catch it, trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
You got to go quick here.
He's going to let it. That will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shot taken down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it? Oh, that's a big catch.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line.
Taken in by Renfro. And keeping staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
And for Charles Davis,